Did you know that 10 to 20% of women develop mental health disorders during pregnancy or within a year of giving birth? A period that is referred to by professionals as the perinatal stage. Hi guys, I'm Angie, the other half to Briangie. Welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another Mommy Diaries video. As we're approaching the end of Mental Health Awareness Month, I thought it was very important to do a video just highlighting some of the symptoms and signs to look out for within mothers that are indicative of a development of mental health issues. Now, if you remember my very first video that I did, Mommy Diaries video that I did, it was just a few days after giving birth to my first daughter, and in the video I spoke about the mommy blues, something that I myself experienced after giving birth. I went through it for about a week, where the slightest thing that went wrong would trigger me into a stage of just tears. I couldn't explain, of course, at the time why I was so teary, why I got so emotional about the slightest thing, and why I had these thoughts like, oh my God, this is a life changer for me now. Things are going to be different, and will I cope? Will I manage? Especially the fact that I didn't have the support of someone that's very important to me. My mommy. My mommy lives in a different country, and I felt that, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Not having her around, especially. Um, so with this month approaching Mental Health Awareness Month, I thought it was very important to speak about some of these issues, because I've realized that mental health, it is somewhat of a sensitive topic, and not a lot of persons are open or willing to speak on it. A lot of people tend to shy away from the topic because I think there's a stigma associated with mental health issues with women and people who are from the Caribbean. We don't tend to think that, you know, these things happen, or we can go through these things, because I think Caribbean women, we were socialized or brought up to be this strong character, this person that can take on anything, that can do anything. We are multifaceted individuals. We can do it all, and we just do it with a smile or a breeze. I'm from Jamaica, and the famous phrase that is associated with Jamaica is Jamaica no problem. And I think it kind of spreads or spills off into how individuals are expected to react or act in certain situations. We're supposed to just take it with a smile and chin up, head held high, But I'm here to tell you today that this is not the case. It is absolutely fine to say that you're not okay. It is okay to not be okay. For some people, um, they tend to find themselves coming back after a good cry. I'm one of those persons. It's like I get clarity after having a good cry. So, don't feel ashamed, don't feel embarrassed to say that you're not well, to say that, I need help. So, yeah, let's just get into speaking about some of the signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms to look out for are a depressive or irritable mood. So you find that this person is just always low and gets irritated and irritable for any and everything. And this is not the norm for this person. This could be an indication. You are having thoughts or feelings of not being good enough, and you're feeling guilty for everything surrounding um life and your child and relationship, whatever, this could be a sign and indication. If you've noticed also that your friend or partner, or if it is yourself, you've got a decreased interest, your interest in things that you'd usually find enjoyable, you're no longer finding them enjoyable, no longer finding them interested. You're having sleep problems. Now, the sleeping aspect of it, I think it can be a tricky one, in that you get asked the question a lot when you go for your midwife visits, and after birth when you go for your 2 week check. The question is always asked, or even when the health visitor come around, they ask you, how are you sleeping? There's a difference in not getting enough sleep because you have a little one that is probably a little bit more fussy and just trying to sleep, and sleep just not come, or insomnia. If you're experiencing insomnia, it could be an early indication of something going on in the psyche. Tiredness or fatigue is also an indication. Um, if you have significant shift in your appetite, guys, this is also an indication, because one thing I know from breastfeeding is that you eat a lot, because this little one is taking out all of your fuel. Everything that you put in, the little one is taking out. So if you realize that you've got a significant change in your appetite, where you're not eating as lot and you find that you're losing a lot of weight, it could be an indication that something is going on. If you are unable to think clearly or to focus, to concentrate, you find that you start the one task and you left it and gone somewhere else, totally forgetting that you had this thing going on, it could be a sign and indication of the mental health issue, the onset of mental health issue. One thing that is definitely a big red flag is if you're starting to have thoughts and feelings of suicide. Guys, please get someone to help. Get someone to talk to. Do not sit and suffer in silence. There's a lot of people out there who are sometimes experiencing the same thing. So it's important not to sit alone and suffer in silence. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Gone are the days where people think that you are weak because you might get anxiety, or you might have some issues mentally. As I said earlier, a lot of the times people associate it with a sign of weakness. It is not. It is completely normal to have moments or periods of just feeling down and out and low. What is important is that you don't stay down, you don't stay low. And if you realize that this is something that is going on, and you know to yourself that this is not you, or if it is the case that it is a family member, friend, or partner, you know that this is not the normal behavior of this person, please, guys, help them. Get someone involved. And if it is you that's going through it personally, reach out to someone. There are lots of groups within the areas. If you're a new mommy, there are lots of different play groups that you can join and be a part of. I remember with Anaya, we used to go to play group every Wednesday, and it was just a wonderful time where we'd sing and just play. And it was good to be around other mothers who were going through the same thing, they were experiencing the same thing, like-minded people that you can speak to. So please guys, I'm gonna encourage you to reach out to someone if you're not feeling yourself. Reach out to someone if you're feeling unwell. And please do not bash, berate, or belittle anyone who is having a difficult time, whether or not they're a new mommy. There are so many things, so many factors out there today that can just throw people into a state of, you know, being unwell, of just mentally not having it all together. And it's all right to feel like that. What is not all right is for you to stay there and suffer in silence. So guys, what I will also do is I will put some links down below with information on places that you can go, organizations, sorry, that are out there to assist you if you're having a difficult time mentally. I hope that this video has been helpful to someone. I hope that it's been informative, and I hope that if you are not feeling yourself, guys, I would encourage you. The weather is getting so much better. Take a little walk. Sometimes that's all you need. Just take a walk. Get out from behind those four walls, because sometimes it's that feeling of being cooped up inside, a change from what your norm is. I know for me, I'm usually always busy, out and about, working, working, working. So it's a switch, it's a change for me being indoors with two little ones all the time. So I try to keep myself and my mind occupied. As I said, the weather is nicer now. So if you can, get out there, go for a walk. Green spaces are lovely. Go for a walk, chit chat with friends, join a group, become a part of a play group, and just get a little bit more involved and just help yourself to feel better. Remember, guys, each one help one. Stay blessed, guys. Be happy, be healthy. Blessed love.